What's up, y'all? It's your host, Sean. Here we go again for another episode of Cerebral Cerebellum. And we have another discussion on the Unlock the Left Side, dealing with online dating. I feel like online dating is a good thing if used correctly. I've had success in it myself. I think that is a good tool for those who aren't born extroverts and who aren't as comfortable as approaching the opposite sex as others may seem like it would be comfortable to do. It doesn't mean that, like, for me, I just find it easier for me to go online and sign up for something and pay for a membership and go from there. That's another thing too. I've done a little bit almost every dating site you can think. And I would say that the sites I've had the best success in was the ones that I had to pay for. You weed out a lot of the the non-serious ones, the ones that aren't really there for what you're looking there for. Plenty of times, like POF for example, I'll go and have accounts with them, and you see plenty of accounts of girls who have or there for ain't here for anything serious, and for the interest, or have them but like $4 or $5 signs or something like that. Then in the description about them it'll be like, oh, ain't looking for anything serious, if you about making money, and it's like 50% of the profiles on that site is like that. Can't stand it. And people just take advantage of people's willingness to meet somebody new. Then the people that you do communicate with, they ain't nobody serious. You'll get a mutual interest. Like, how many times that happens to people? You get a mutual interest from somebody, you'll holler at them, send them a message, something like that. You'll see that they saw your message or everything, and they'll never respond to you. It's like, wow, either you're just a coward, about, what you really want, or you're just playing games. You're just a fake profile. Some of them, I'll just call them out. I don't care. Some of them straight up, I'll just tell them, and I'll put a spam thing on their thing and just notify the website. Yeah, I'll go that route. I go that route. Yeah, I would, and I'll continue to do it. I think, but yeah, again, I think it's a good thing. Those that if you pay, not meaning that the ones that you pay for, you're always gonna find somebody. But I think that's the best, if you are to go the social media route as far as dating wise, then the ones that you pay for are the best route to go versus the free ones. Doesn't mean you can't meet anybody on a free social media dating sites, but I think that you find more genuine people on the ones that are paying, because people ain't just gonna throw their money away just to fuck around. It's not gonna do it. In my earlier video, I was talking about porn addiction and what I was into, and if you didn't catch it, I was saying that I'm into interracial porn, and which means I'm open to a lot of women, a lot of different kinds of women. I'm not just to one race. I don't care. I'll tend to go. Before I knew there was sites that cater to guys or girls like me that want to date outside the race, I'll go to different sites and holler at girls who weren't my race, and I don't care. So I'll tend to go before I knew there was sites that cater to guys or girls like me that want to date outside the race. I'll go to different sites and holler at girls who weren't my race. Totally, redundant to what they were. Totally, the opposite of what they're asking for or whatever. You be totally what they're asking for. They'll never respond or something like that. Which is their personal choice. But at the same time, it just makes it look stupid. Your ethnicity. Then they'll say what ethnicity that you prefer. And I've seen a lot of girls put every ethnicity except black. And it's like then in some of their disclaimers they'll be like, well, I'm not racist at all, but I just prefer not to date black men. That to me, that is racist. It's racist as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't take out one race out of all. I mean, if that's not blatant racism, I don't know what the fuck is. Yeah, that's your point of view, that's your preference. I'm not shitting on that, but just be honest. Like, yeah, I just don't date black guys because I don't like black people like that. Well, just be honest, but you're too scared. Too scared. I understand it, but yeah, I see a lot of that. This is like, it just blows my mind, and I'll see that in the interracial dating sites too, where you'll see white people on there looking for other white people. I'll send them a flirt anyway. I don't give a shit. You know what you're on the site for. I don't care. And if they feel some type of way, what you do? Block them. I want to say, yeah, the ones that you pay for is the ones that I found the most success. I've had success on the ones that's been free before, but that's very rare. And as you can see, I can tell you right now, I'm totally not even with that individual, and that person is just a memory. Fun memory, but just a memory. I've had more of a stronger connection with people on paying dating sites myself. And, I even go outside of the borders of just the United States. I go outside of Canada and Puerto Rico. Yeah, I said it. And Mexico and the UK and Egypt and the Middle East, India, Asia. I go all over the place, because you just never know. You can strike a conversation with somebody from a different side of the world, and I'm all about that. I'm all about blending cultures and stuff like that. It's the only way we'll defeat racism. I found dating sites to be, pretty good, probably for people who are those who like to go to the clubs and be out and about in the public eye and meet people, and like to mingle with people. Probably don't see the point in dating sites because you probably think it's silly, which is understandable, and it's totally their opinion about it too, but for me, who, I consider myself an introvert, I find it easier, not to say I haven't met somebody out and about at all, but I find that that going that route though is easier for me, and I know it's a lot easier for a lot of other people because I know I'm not the only person that feels the same way I feel. I know that, so I feel like it's just the easier way just to go, get through all the BS and, look for exactly what you're looking for. I'm all about being honest in your profile about what you really want and everything. No, I'm not here to try to start a business with you. No, I'm not here. I don't want to be obligated with your 3+ kids. No, I don't want to provide for you. I don't want to, as a test to make sure if I'm the one for you. I shouldn't have to be tested as far as being able to pay for all your stuff. No, like that's not gonna happen. I shouldn't be judged on how many J's I have in my closet. No, I'm not gonna do any of that. So I'm not gonna settle. I feel like I'm too young to settle, and I refuse to do that, and I think no one else should settle, especially, if you're in your 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, early 40s. I think you're never too young to settle until you're probably in your late 50s, 60s. So yeah, you maybe need to settle down a little bit, but um, but I think that me personally, I'm too young to settle. Before I get to that point, I want to look at everything, and I should be that. I'm not the bad guy for doing that. No, 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 no. And I think a lot of other people find it to be useful too. Um, so, but I don't know. What do you think? Are you do you think that it is a interesting type, interesting or a good way to meet people? Do you think it's a bad way to meet people? But what do you think? Do you think social media dating sites is bad? Do you think it's good? I personally think it's good. Me personally, I think I think it's good. I think it just needs to do better as far as weeding out the fake profiles and like when like for example, like if you go on a profile and the chick only has one pic, come on, man, you already know. It's very rare that's probably a real person that just started their profile and they're looking for pictures. Very rare. When I first started a profile, the minimum ones I put was at least 2 or 3, but not one. And usually it's the ones that look like goddamn photo professional shoot type pictures and shit like that. That's another way you can kind of just tell, like, nah, this fake shit. Avoid those, the one picture, the ones that if it looks too good to be true, more than likely it is. Look at post date times. Another thing I look at is full body photos. What's the full body? Because a lot of females and probably guys too. I guess I'm guilty of it too. Have a lot of photos where it's just like this. Where it's just nothing but headshots. Head to the chest. Or it's not mandatory, but eventually you're gonna have to show me full body. Nothing like it, not a full nude, but the full body silhouette or something like that. Just what I'm working with. Everybody wants to see. When you're trying to do no catfish, that's another thing too. That I feel like you can get killed from doing something like that. You playing yourself in both sides. I think you can die from doing stuff like that. They made a show off of stuff like that. So that lets you know. Like, for example, the ones that have those professional photos and stuff like that, those are the ones that be the ones that catfish. A lot of these guys is, oh man, she looks so good, and go and meet up with this chick 2.5 miles away, 2.5 hours away, and turns out this chick is half the size and look like a goddamn this country Bama alien eggplant looking ass chick, is looking in your face, giving you the puppy eyes, like, what we're gonna do now, then you're in a weird position. No one likes being in a weird position. Catfishing, I feel like that is very dangerous, both guys and girls. From what I've seen personally, it seems like more girls do it than anything. I don't know why. I don't know why girls feel the need to do that. I don't know. It's weird to me. Granted, I'm pretty sure there's probably things that guys do that, that girls question themselves. I don't know. Was it the bitch that fucked the goodie and the dungeon crew? Let's say her name was Susie Screw.